Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Shanice. Um, so I know it's been a minute since I posted a video on my YouTube channel. The reason for that being is with the last three months, it has been crazy, super busy as well. For me, and just everything in general with this. So that is why I haven't posted. I was supposed to actually post a video like I want to say almost 3 weeks ago, or actually 3 weeks ago, and I had an incident happen where I was in no freaking shape, way, or form. Like, in no way was I gonna post a video. But first things first, I just want to say that if you do not follow me on any of my social medias, those will be in the description below. If you don't keep up with me, there's a lot you won't know. Like I said, if you're new here, here's where you're gonna get your little update. So for those of you who do not know, I am pregnant. I am exactly, so we're not Sunday just yet, but tomorrow I'll be exactly 18 weeks and 6 days. I turn a new week every Monday, so yeah. This pregnancy has been, it's been kind of chill, but it's also been like a little stressful, just with a lot of stuff that has been happening with this pregnancy. So I'm just so this is just gonna be a quick little pregnancy update, because I know that I did ask on Instagram like a few weeks ago if I should do pregnancy vlogs. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys. And guys, don't mind how the freaking lighting is making the video look. It is it's currently almost 9 o'clock, and I have both my boys sleeping like right here on my bed. I just got them both to sleep, so I'm using my vanity light, and I'm also using my ring light for the light that I need for this video. But yeah, so I found out I was pregnant. I want to say, let me go back and look. Because I know it was sometime before the 9th, because I still have my pictures saved. I'll show you guys too. So I found out exactly April 7th at almost, at exactly 8. This isn't, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have found out I was pregnant. And I didn't tell anybody for actually a good couple days. I even took 2 more. I took 2 more. So I didn't take 2 more. I took actually 3, but I took the second one of those Clearblue tests, and then I also took the first response. I took the first response one literally later that evening. I took it because I was just like, I don't know, I was in disbelief, because honestly I had just gotten my period the 3rd of March. That's when my last period was, my first period after giving birth to my second son, Ezekiel. And yeah, I ended up pregnant exactly 4 weeks later. And the reason I knew that I was pregnant right away was because at exactly 4 weeks later after my period, I was feeling extremely nauseous. Certain foods and smells were really getting to me. It was not a good time. and I know I was pregnant, but I was like, you know what? I was in denial at first, so I was like, I'm gonna wait about a week. I'm gonna wait a week to take a test because I had taken 2 tests like at 4 weeks and 5 days, and it still came back negative. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try at exactly 5 weeks, or 5 weeks and 1 day, whatever, late, and that's when I got all 3 negative, or that's when I got all 3 positive pregnancy tests. And I was in shock because Adam and I, we were like, well, we want another baby, but we'll try again like later this year, which means that we would have been trying. I'm gonna take my glasses off because you can see the ring light in my glasses, and that just don't look cute. We were gonna try exactly around this time, around like July, August, around there, because I honestly didn't think I was gonna get pregnant. Like, I was just like, I don't even think I'm gonna get pregnant again like that, you know? Because I already, well, I was keeping track. I already missed my ovulation days that you're supposed to try and everything because I have this pregnancy. I have this period app on my phone that helps me, you know, keep track, obviously, because being pregnant. And yeah, I ended up pregnant again 2 months after I gave birth to my second son. And also, guys, I got braces. I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta brush my teeth though. I actually have an appointment on Tuesday, so it'll be like my 6-week like appointment, and I'm gonna get my wires tightened and my rubber bands changed. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, so I found out I was pregnant, and I ended up having like cramping and just like uncomfortable pain. And so I thought, oh, well, maybe I have a bladder infection because TMI, but each time I've been pregnant is when I've only had bladder infections. I've never had a bladder infection ever in my life before I was pregnant. But with this pregnancy, I didn't have a bladder infection. I actually went to a checkup appointment specifically to make sure that I didn't have one and to see if I was pregnant. And I actually haven't had one. I haven't had a bladder infection at all during this pregnancy, thank God, because I just would have added on to the list of things that just been going on. But yeah, and so Adam knew right away that I was pregnant, just because I tell him, like, you know, I haven't started yet. I'm like, you know, I'm late. And so that's how that went. Anyways, we're gonna fast forward. So I still have this like discomfort, freaking cramping pain, and I actually end up starting. I actually end up starting to spot at around seven weeks pregnant. It never happened to me before. The only time that it did happen was when I was miscarrying with my daughter 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, and it just progressed for the next 4 days. And so I got very scared because I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope I don't have to go through that again. So I immediately went to the hospital because I started spotting and I noticed it. And like I said, I had the discomfort, like pain, the cramps. And so I went to the hospital, they checked me, everything else seemed to be good except for one thing. And it was, so my placenta, when they were doing the ultrasound, just to make sure, I had a subchorionic hemorrhage on my placenta. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's when so normally your placenta is like flat, I guess, according to like seeing from the ultrasound. And my placenta at 7 weeks with this pregnancy, it had like a curve in it, and it had a little puddle of blood. And I never heard of a subchorionic hemorrhage before that, so I was like very scared. I was like, should I be worried? Like, will it affect my pregnancy? You know, things like that. And they actually told me that it'll like go back to normal on its own by the time I was 15 weeks. So I was like, okay. So thank God that it did. My placenta is back to normal. With my pregnancy with my son Ezekiel, I had a low-lying placenta with him. They discovered that at 18 weeks. And so I had to make sure everything was going good on my end, and also the doctors and stuff checking on me and things like that as well. And eventually that ended up going away by the time I was like 30 weeks pregnant with him. And so with this, my placenta is back to normal, which I'm very happy about. I was very worried. And I also have this thing where I like to get past 14 weeks pregnant, simply because miscarrying with my daughter at 14 weeks, that was like a very traumatizing experience for me. I don't wish that on nobody, not even my worst enemy. Like, that was like the worst day of my life, and I remember it just like that. And yeah, so with my pregnancies, the last 2 pregnancies I had after that, I always make sure that I get past my goal, which is 14 weeks. And thank God I have been lucky enough to get past it these past 2 pregnancies. Obviously, I know that I still have a long way to go. I still have like 22 weeks left of this pregnancy. But yeah. So anyways, that happened. And then here, just about 2 weeks ago, I don't know what happened, but it was really late. I had stood up because my alone time is when I get my kids to bed and to sleep. During the day, I don't really have that time to myself. And I also let Adam do his own thing. I let him play his game while I get the kids to bed and get them situated for bed. But I ended up staying up late that night. It was on a Saturday. Yeah, it was a Saturday night. I can't remember the date, but I know that it was the very, very beginning of this month. Yeah, because it was like 3 weeks ago. Going on 3 weekends. So yeah. And it was horrible. I just remember me staying up. I stood up till like 1, just because I was actually editing a video after I got my kids to bed. I was editing a makeup video, and that never got posted due to me just dealing with what I was dealing with that evening and following into the next day. But I stopped editing. I was gonna finish the rest that Sunday. And what had happened was, so I was like brushing my teeth, washing my face, doing my nighttime routine to prepare myself for bed. And I had just finished brushing my teeth, like literally just finished brushing my teeth, flossing, everything. And I don't know what, but I felt this heaviness, like literally this heaviness just hit my whole body. And I remember trying to fight it because I didn't know what was going on. So I was like panicking, you know, I was panicking, and I was standing in front of my counter in my bathroom, and I was holding on, and I remember calling for Adam. I was like, babe, babe. After the second time, I just remember everything going black. Before that, though, like, I was thinking about my boys. I don't know why, but I felt like I was gonna die because it was the first time this had ever happened to me. So me not knowing what was going on, I was like panicking, you know. So I was thinking, I literally, my last thought before I passed out was my boys, and I just remember everything going pitch black. I fell, and I remember waking up in the bathroom on my floor, and I was facing like my bathroom door, my like the bathroom wall there, and my head was hurting. So I think I probably smacked my head pretty hard on this side, especially this ear, because this ear was like hurting so bad, and my body just, I don't know, it felt achy. And I remember just panicking and me instantly like getting up like that. And I was actually gonna go downstairs. I was gonna go downstairs to Adam, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I called for him. I was like, babe, Adam, like, I really need you up here, like, please come up here. And I remember him rushing up here, and he's like, what's wrong? And I remember explaining to him what had just happened, like literally 2 minutes before the second episode just happened after that. And I remember me just feeling like instantly like hot, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. And I was like breathing kind of heavily. And I remember like standing there because I couldn't really walk by myself, but because I panicked and I didn't know what was going on, I was trying to walk. And I remember Adam's like, he was trying to like help me stand up. And I just remember like literally 2 minutes after, he's helping me stand up, and I feel his heaviness just hit my whole body again. And I remember he was like, babe, are you okay? I was like, hold on. And I just remember feeling my arms drop and everything going black, and I was out again. And I remember waking up on the floor again on the same side. I remember waking up on the floor, and Adam was sitting there. And I remember just coming out of it. I was like, babe. And he was like, yeah. And he was sitting there, and he was panicking because he didn't know what was going on either. Like, he did not know what was going on with me. And I asked him what happened, because I didn't remember nothing after it went black. And he told me that my eyes had rolled back, and I just became dead weight. He said that like I stopped breathing. I had stopped breathing. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm sure. You know, he was panicking because he's like, I didn't know what was going on. Like, I was freaking out. I didn't know who to call. Nothing like that. And so when I came out of the second one, I remember sitting up because my legs were feeling weird. They're feeling like really shaky. And I was not about to stand up again. I was like, there's just no way in hell I'm going to stand up again. And it happened again. So I stood sitting there because I was also shaking. And like I said, I was hot again after waking up. And, you know, Adam was like, do you want to go to the hospital? Do you want to see what's going on? And I was like, yeah, because, you know, it was the first time ever that happened to me. And I was like, I was worried about myself, but I was more worried about the baby. I was like, I need to make sure, like, I didn't hurt myself the first time, because no one was up here with me the first episode. And so I was like, I just need to make sure, like, everything's okay. And so I had to get transferred to the hospital through the ER, or the ambulance, because Adam had drank a little bit that evening, and we were like, I was not comfortable with him driving me, even though he didn't drink that much. I was just like, you know what, we can't afford that right now, so we're just gonna have the ambulance come. I called my grandma and my mom to let them know what happened, and I ended up actually getting to the hospital about like 2:30, and they checked They checked like my blood pressure, my blood sugar, and check my heart, whatever, like on the right there. And everything else is fine. I've always had a thing of low blood pressure. Not quite sure why or how, but they told me my blood pressure was a little bit low. So I was like, okay. So I got to the hospital. Guys, I was pissed. I was pissed when I got there because what had happened was, so the ER, I actually had to go to the ER. I didn't go to the labor and delivery part of the hospital where I normally go to. There were like people there, like coughing and stuff, and I was panicking because I was like, I do not want to be in here. I do not even want to be around these people because like I do not want to get what they got. And thank God I haven't. Thank God. This is like 3 weeks ago. But that was one of the reasons why I was pissed. I was also pissed because I still waited in there from 2:30. I actually stood there all day. I stood there from 2:30. I didn't get seen by a doctor till 7:40 in the morning. And then I ended up staying there till 4 the next day. I was so mad. I was just so mad because I was like, I just want to make sure the baby's okay. Like, I'm exhausted sitting in the chair like that. Like, and then worrying about my kids here at the house, even though I know that they're safe with Adam. It's just a motherly thing. It's gonna happen. But yeah. So what they ended up telling me was that it was either caused from the hydration, it was my pregnancy hormones, or my low blood pressure. And so they kept checking me throughout the day. They gave me like 2 things of fluids just to see if that would help bring my blood pressure back up, which it didn't really do anything but hydrate me a lot. And the good thing with that as well is, so when they did the ultrasound, they transferred me to labor and delivery side of the hospital. There was no trauma done to the baby at all, which was really good. They really made sure that everything looked good with the baby, which made me feel so much better. Because that was my main concern. Because I was like, I just need to make sure, like, from the first fall, I didn't hurt myself bad. Because luckily, Adam was there to catch me the second time. But yeah, so that happened like 3 weekends ago, exactly 3 Saturdays ago from today. Yeah, guys, like, and this pregnancy, I've just been exhausted and tired and busy, and then my boys also keep me busy because Ezekiel, he's been crawling around for a month now. He's not even 7 months yet. He's been crawling around my house, getting into everything because he's starting to discover. And between him and his brother, they do not like to share toys. Especially Isaiah. He does not like when the baby touches his dinosaurs or his dinosaur book, Toy Story toys, anything like that. Like, Isaiah will like literally throw a fit. So I have my hands full all day because it's an all day thing. Like, from the time we go downstairs and they're up to the time that we come to bed. Because like I said, he doesn't know how to share yet. And so Adam and I are working on teaching him, like, you have to share. You have to share. Because I told him yesterday, like I said, if you don't have me on social media, then you don't even know the gender that I'm having. If you do, then you already know what I'm having. So, fun fact, this whole time I thought I was having a girl because this pregnancy has been different from my boys. Alright, from my first 2 boys, it's been very different. But I'm just going to show you guys ultrasounds that I got yesterday done at my appointment. Well, I actually had to get It was kind of like a second opinion ultrasound done because I wasn't confident with the first ultrasound I got done like Monday. But this is like the, I don't know if you guys can really see that. So this is the ultrasound. I believe this is 3D. Yeah. So this is the ultrasound, the 3D ultrasound that I got done yesterday. It was hard to like get him. It was hard to get the baby. And you know, I had like a whole thing of ultrasound. And as you guys can see, it's another boy. I'm having another freaking boy. So yesterday I found out I was having another boy. Like, I feel like God doesn't want to bless me with a girl right now, which is fine. I mean, as of right now, this is like our last pregnancy because my body needs rest. I've been pregnant, okay? I've been pregnant since Adam and I have been together, like, exactly every year. Like, it's too much on my body. But I did a cute little like thing yesterday. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it better, but I did a cute little drawing yesterday when announcing it to my in-laws and my parents and my grandma. This was before everyone else knew. But yeah, it says special delivery from the North Pole. Santa won't be the only one coming to town this Christmas. Baby Adam James coming December 2020. Oh, also guys, I forgot to tell you guys, my due date also switched like 3 times. I was originally due December 8th, and then it switched to December 12th, and then now the actual positive for sure due date is December 14th. I already know this baby is gonna come a few days before his due date, so I'm gonna say this little baby is gonna be here anywhere from the 10th to the 14th, maybe the 15th. But yeah, guys. So like I was saying before, my camera rudely cut me off. I'm guessing little baby Adam will be here anywhere from December 10th through December 15th. Like I said, I feel like he's gonna come a few days before his due date though, because my due date is December 14th. But yeah, so I have another appointment next month, and that's, so obviously it's my every 4-week checkup with my doctor, and then I also have to get a more detailed ultrasound done because something with the baby's bowels that they just want to make sure everything is going okay. So I do have to get that done next month. But other than that, everything came back good. The baby's measurements and sizing came back great, and the whole anatomy together, you know, just like my cervix, placenta, baby, all that came back normal. So they got, and yeah, guys, I also got this cute little bracelet too. This cute little bracelet. I don't even think you can effing see what it says, bro. But it says it's a boy. I have 2 of these now. I had one with Ezekiel and I had one with little Adam, and then I didn't get one with Isaiah just because at that time it was different. It wasn't no fancy thing. It's just like, oh, you're having a boy. But yeah, so I'm having my 3rd freaking baby boy, and I was really hoping for a girl, but honestly I think when the time is right then God will bless me with a daughter. If not, then it's clear that I was meant to only have boys. Yeah, guys, it's so crazy. So as of right now, though, this is going to be the last pregnancy for now. I want 4 kids. I just want to give my body a break for good like 6-7 years. Because I'm 21 with 3 kids. Like, that's crazy. Like, I sit here and think about that all the time. I'm like, I'm really 21 with 3 kids. Or soon to be 3 kids. By the time my son comes, I'll be closer to 22. But still. But yeah. So, I just wanted to give you guys a quick... This ain't even quick. It's probably going to be long as hell because I've been rambling on. Having some little difficulties with lighting and pictures and stuff. But yeah, guys, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Cannot believe I'm having another boy. Like, I'm still in shock. Like, at first I was sad because I feel like every woman wants to have their baby girl. Sorry, guys, I'm distracted right now. But that's because I'm trying to find a little bump picture. But look, guys, my little baby bump. But yeah, guys, I was sad at first though, I'm not gonna lie. Because I really wanted a girl, but you know, like I said, when the time is right, when God feels the time is right, He will eventually bless me with a little baby. Sorry for rambling on so much. Like I said, if you guys don't follow me on my social media, make sure you guys do so. My handles for my social media will be in the description below. You will mostly catch me active on Snapchat, sometimes Twitter. I go back and forth between those two, really. I barely post on Instagram, but I do like to post on there as well. And Facebook. Facebook is where you're going to see like all my statuses. Some family pictures. But like I said, you're mostly going to get everything from like Snapchat. So make sure you guys follow me on there. That is it for this video. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. I know I ask that every time. I promise for like my makeup videos, I will be doing an eyelash video. How I apply my eyelashes. And just like more colorful looks. Hair tutorials will be coming soon. Like I said, I've just been taking the past like practically month to myself to kind of just relax and just like figure out life and everything going on. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will be back with more. Peace.